Yeah, I learned the game from William Wesley, you can never check me. Back to back for the niggas that didn't get the message. Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97.
Hey guys, so I've been requested personally and on YouTube to make a, I guess a gear video, just showing you my setup and all the gear that I own. I think I have too much gear because I do have some Magfed gear, I got my speedball gear, and then I got some scenario stuff like hopper fed stuff from when I was a lot younger, some miscellaneous stuff. So instead of doing it all in one video, because that would take forever, I'm just going to do it all in separate videos. I'm going to start off with my Magfed gear. And I just want to apologize for the lack of Magfed content that I've been posting lately in the past couple months. It's been speedball season this summer for me. I have the OPL tournaments to worry about, so I've spent chunks and chunks of money practicing on tournament speedball style fields, practicing it up. Coming close to winning a tournament every single time. I still have event 3, 4, and 5 to attend. OPL finally ends in October, so you're going to see more strict Magfed videos after October, more towards the winter time, towards fall. But I am going to have a lot of speedball content this summer and some Magfed content as well. I have a lot of tips and tricks videos, some gear customizable gear videos, just a lot of stuff in mind, but the summer has been very busy for me with work and such. So I might be changing my videos to every 2 weeks. Hopefully I can get at least once a week done. I'm planning on just making a bunch of videos and posting at least once a week as often as I can. Okay, so enough talking, I'm going to jump into this. So I'm going to get with my clothes first and I'll get to my gear. So I've obviously took the multicam approach. I also had the like green CAD pat with like a black harness. So I decided to switch it up a little bit this year. So I got the pants. I don't know how, I think I bought these things on sale for 50 bucks at Ripple Industries. All my gear is strictly from Ripple Industries and DEFCON Paintball gear. So anything that you see here is either like my own, like my personal hat, gloves that I found, something like that. And the rest of it, everything here that I bought is from DEFCONPaintballGear.com or from Ripple Industries, okay? So these I got from Ripple Industries. I don't even know what these are. TacticalA1.com, okay, well, whatever. They are really, really nice, extremely nice material. Something you can't just throw into the dryer. Like I'll put it in the wash and I'll hang them up. This I got when I was a kid. I thought it'd be really cool. Suit the Magfed paintball theme. Belt buckle with bullets. Just something I don't mind getting dinged up and torn apart. So I threw that on here. Okay. As for the shirt, again, same thing. It was the two-piece matching, some side pockets. I like to roll up the sleeves. They are long sleeved, but they look kind of wonky. Maybe I'll, in the winter time, or if I'm outside, I'll throw on my forearm pads, roll down the sleeves. You know, can play in the woods, things like that. But where I play indoor right now at DEFCON Paintball Toronto or Mississauga, I tend to just roll up the sleeves because it gets really hot. Breathability is key for me. Patches, you know, I got to represent my local field. This I thought was really cool. Probably one of the first or second patches that I bought. Canada Army flag. Again, another DEFCON paintball patch. And this is really funny. Decided to buy that just because it's funny. So there you go. Okay. Shemagh. Green Shemagh again. When I had the green CAD pad, that's when I bought this, so it matched pretty well. But because it's all dirty-like and kind of a dirty green, it doesn't go very well with the multicam. I always keep one of these in my pockets. Like this thing has, the pants have like 2 side leg pockets and 2 regular hip pockets, ass pockets. I can put whatever I want in them, so I decided to throw this in there. If I ever get shot in the face, I'll call myself out. I'll be able to see when I'm walking back to my spawn point, because all I got to do is, you know, wipe my mask with this bad boy. Hat. Again, this is just something I had laying around, just like a Michael Jordan, like a stretchy, nice fabric hat. It's really breathable. Wear it backwards with my I4s, so they do fit with my mask very nicely. If I ever get shot in the head, you know, it's just like it's a regular like baseball cap. Okay, so it does some protection, keeps my hair clean, I guess. I don't know. These bad boys I found, but they are so nice. Like these carbon fiber knuckles, really, really hard. So not a whole lot of grip here, but they are extremely comfortable. Like if I were to get shot in the hands, I'll feel the impact of the paintball, but it's not going to hurt at all. I can crawl through the bushes, crawl through rocks, sand, whatever I want, and they're going to be heavily protected. If I'm ever holding my gun, I got some sharp parts of my gun. These are going to protect my hands very well. Okay, so I got my pistol with a holster. This is my leg holster. Buckle hooks up to my belt, and the straps buckle around my thighs. So nice that the tan, I didn't do this on purpose, I just had a tan Tipex that I traded for my black one. I got an 8-inch Lapco barrel with just the regular birdcage and remote line adapter, okay? And what I carry are, whenever I'm using my rifle, I'm just going to carry this as a sidearm. If I ever run out of ammo, or if I know some guy's about to run up on me and I got to reload, I'm quickly taking out my pistol and I'm just going to pop them with like 3 or 4 shots. All I really need are the 8-round mags, and I'll usually run a CO2 cartridge in there if I'm using my rifle. If I'm going strict, if I'm just going to go strict pistol, which usually is, I do that actually most of the time, surprisingly, I'll just take a whole bunch of my 12 rounds, 8 rounds, Zeta mags. I'll throw them in this vest, which I'll get to in a bit, and I'll just go with a remote line and straight pistols. But if I'm ever using my rifle, I'm just gonna take 1 CO2 cartridge, my 2 stock 7-round mags, excuse me, these stock 7-round mags, and I'll just run this. And then the other one actually fits nicely in the holster, right? Okay. So, I already got to this, I'll throw that aside. Let's get to the harness. This is my Sentry plate carrier. Kind of just one of the, it's not cheap, but it's one of the cheaper ones compared to a lot of the Sentry vests that are out there. Okay, so I can put a plate in here. I want to unbuckle this. Okay, probably not going to, obvious reasons. Defcon paintball patch. This one's from like 2012. I had that for years. And here I just got a little pouch. I don't even know where I got this attachment. I just found it, and I put a little flashlight in there if I ever need to distract somebody. If there's someone in a dark corner, I don't know, just whatever random tactics I feel like. At least I have a flashlight available for me. I got dump pouch sitting in the back here at the bottom. I like to have it in the back, not at the side, just because I am ambidextrous. I go both ways when I shoot, when I reload. So having this in the back allows me to use both sides when I'm reloading, putting my mags in the dump pouch. Multicam, tank pouch. I got this again a long time ago. Most of this stuff here would be from Ripple. A funny patch. I just decided to throw in the back of it. You know, first came out, I thought it was hilarious, so I just bought it. I like to waste my money like that, so yeah. Back here, I would either throw my 68 Super Light by Ninja. Blue, because it was the only one that they had, and I was desperate for a Super Light. Defcon paintball gear. Got an awesome deal on that. For speedball, I just keep my reg extender on that. So when I put it in here, the reg extender doesn't really get in the way that much. Like you think it would, but it's not. And the fact that this tank is a super light, it's a lot easier on my back when I'm putting it in this really small sentry vest. So it's not too big actually. It's a fairly small bottle, and it's really light. So it doesn't bother me as much compared to any other tank on my back. But most of the time, again, I'm running Magfed stuff. If I'm only bringing 4 mags with me on the field, I would honestly just throw this 13 CI and remote line in the back. The reason why I don't really like to screw it into the gun, which I guess I'll get to right now, I like to have a lot of options. Right? I like to maybe extend this thing all the way out, all the way in. I like the fact that my face can kind of sit here, and I don't need a riser for my sights. With my mask on, I'm able to aim down the rail, aim down the sights very easily, and it takes a lot of weight out of my hands and puts it on my back. So a lot of Magfed players don't like to have, the remote line kind of wrapping around them. They think it gets in the way. They think it feels a lot less realistic. Well, that's their opinion. My opinion is that doesn't bother me. I think I'd like to sacrifice the realism for my performance and my comfortability. Okay, some people might be more comfortable, I guess, having it in the gun and just having the gun as one piece rather than having this remote line kind of connected. Not me in my case. I'm a lot smaller. I'm a fairly skinny guy. I like to have in my hand something as light as possible. So by doing that, I just kind of remove the tank. It's more comfortable to aim down the sight. It's more comfortable for me to hold, move around. It's a lot lighter. So for many reasons, that is the reason why I like to have my tank going on my back, okay? So I just got the 3-pouch M4 because that's like the only thing that kind of fit on here. So, took up all of that front chest space, which is fine. What I did here, instead of having the flat kind of Velcro over, I kind of just like to have my mags ready on demand. So I tucked them in here, which is nice. Let these things kind of hang loose. These mags are snug in here, okay? Like they're not gonna fall out, and I don't like to stretch them out. So if I ever have my stuff in my gear bag, I'm probably gonna take out the mags and not stretch out the pouches like this. So I don't want to keep the mags in here all the time, okay? Or if I'm chilling in the staging area, probably gonna take the mags out of my pouch just so I don't ruin this. I want my stuff to last as long as possible. Now, tucked away in here, I just have my barrel swab because not every Magfed gun is perfect. They're gonna chop. A lot of the paint that I've been using has been chopping too. I don't know if it's the gun, I don't know if it's the bad paint, whatever it is. If I have a chop, look at that. Again, I have this nice barrel swab on demand, tucked in, out of the way. I just kind of wedge it in behind there, and no one's really gonna see that. This is for, I don't know, it just kind of looks cool. I bought this thing for like 17 bucks, this fake training knife. And I'm like, oh, look, straps. It tucks away nicely right here on my shoulder, and it doesn't get in the way when I aim my gun or anything. So I'm like, you know what? This thing looks cool. I'm just going to throw it there. If I ever need to mercy somebody, what better way to top it off than pointing a knife at them. Die I4s. So I bought these off my coworker, Alex Tutal. These are the multicam I4s. I put the golds, my white limited edition I4s came with the gold lens. I kept the gold lens and I sold it with the yellow lens instead, because look how absolute badass this lens is. I absolutely love it. I can work with it both indoors and outdoors, as long as the indoor isn't too dim. Up here, this is going to be so ratchet. I'm probably going to get a lot of pissed off comments about this. This is the reason why my camera sucks so much, okay? I'm not a rich kid. I can't just go out and buy myself a $300 camera. I got other stuff I gotta pay for, okay? So Walmart, $60. This is a Vivitar shockproof, waterproof camera. Came with 2 attachments. One of them was this helmet strap one, which I kind of constructed here on my i4s all weirdly. Like I put the straps in between that little the little crevices up here, like the ventilation, and then I taped them down just so they can stay wedged in there. So they don't stay very nicely. And yeah, this camera kind of just clips on and off. So this thing didn't get very good sound, so I haven't tried this out yet. I'm going to, but I decided to drill a little tiny hole right where the microphone would be on the camera on the inside. So hopefully in the next video, my next gameplay video, you're going to get much better sound out of this. But unfortunately, if I'm going to be playing indoors a lot, this camera isn't going to help me very much. Outdoors, I haven't tried it yet. Hopefully going to get some outdoor footage, but I have a feeling the camera's going to be good outdoors, but indoors it's not that great. But you know what? You can see mostly, you can hear a lot. That's just something to get me by temporarily. I'm going to do my absolute best to have a camera. If you guys are willing to donate me a camera for better footage, I'm going to do as much as I can to give you like shout outs and stuff like that. Like I'm honestly desperate for a camera that I can't afford. If you can give me a deal on one, like a nice crazy steal, or if you can let me borrow one, anything like that, send it to me. I would be more than happy to have it. But right now, this is all I have, okay? So bear with me on that. Rifle, last thing. This is my M17 CQC Anniversary Edition. There's a video on this, my unboxing and review, number 172 out of 217. So this is exactly what it came with. I'm not going to do a huge review on this because I already did, but you know, you got your HCS stock, you got your ergo grip. All of the M17 CQC Anniversary editions actually have all of their bolts aligned properly, so you're not going to have a misaligned bolt and have leaking problems like the other M17s. So very nice that Milsig did that. I know I'm never going to get any huge leaks due to misaligned bolts. My other M17 actually did that. My Elite did that. So I'm happy that this one doesn't. Haven't had a single problem with this yet, except for the full auto function that does not work out of the box. So I'm going to do a separate video on that. What else about it? Oh, it also comes with this weird, I guess, how does this work again? There you go. So foregrip that, you know, extends and folds and whatever. It's super wobbly. It's kind of ridiculous. Plastic strap that it came with, same front sights, same everything as a CQC besides, you know, HCS stock, ergo grip, and foregrip, and the fact that it's limited edition. It's the only real difference. What I did do, and it came with the stock barrel, but what I did do is I took my old BT Omega and I'm like, okay, I know it's the same A5 threads, so I'm just going to see how badass it would look if I kind of just screwed it into the gun. Took the old shroud off, screwed it in here. I aligned the shroud to straighten with the gun. The only thing that kind of looks funny is this gap right here, but even on the BT Omega, it also looks like this with this weird gap. I wish it kind of came maybe a bit more back, but you know what? It doesn't look that bad. I posted this on the Milsig Owners group on Facebook, and a lot of people seem to like it also, right? So I got my little red dot on there. This is a 14-inch barrel, by the way. And the last time I shot my BT Omega, which was maybe 4 years ago, again, when I was a fairly little kid, it shot okay. Like the gun, aiming the gun, holding the gun, it was super uncomfortable, super funky feeling, but the barrel did shoot pretty straight. Like, it shocked me. So yeah, that's what I'd be running. I'm hoping to buy maybe 12-round mags in the future. My cantilever red dot to top it off. So now I got my M16 set up. I kept my Milsig M Elite barrel, it's an awesome barrel. If I ever use this shroud, I've been using this barrel with it. Or if I want to go a little bit longer, I believe this is 14 inches also. Yeah, this is about a 14-inch barrel. I found this on the field, and yeah, this also works very well. I don't even know what kind of barrel it is, but you know what? If it makes a paintball shoot straight, that's all I need. So that is my setup. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly put on all of this gear just so you can see a full body look of it, and that'll pretty much finish off the end of this video. So give me 2 seconds. All right, so this is my gear. Okay. I don't normally run a sling, but just because for the sake of this video, I just don't want to hold on to my gun the whole time. Yeah, there you go. So the shoes that I'd be wearing, sometimes I'll just wear black cleats. Depends on the terrain, wherever I'm going. If I know I'm going to be in the woods, if I'm going to be in someplace thick and heavy, and probably going to wear boots, some kind of weatherproof, waterproof boots. But, you know, I might not always run my knife, I might not always run my scarf, but for the most part, this is exactly how I'm going to look. Okay. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, and if you have a question about anything where I got my gear, any miscellaneous questions, feel free to ask. I should respond very quickly. So, well, hope you like what I got, guys. The other gear videos will be coming very soon. Magfed gameplay, other Magfed content will be coming very, very soon. It's been a hectic summer. I got my tournaments to worry about. Got a lot of speedball practice to get in. So bear with me. I'll try to have a video coming once a week, if not once every couple weeks. So hope you guys enjoy.